'Tis the season of bundles, 'tis the season of new Switches, 'tis the season of Diablo 3. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Force, and we are here with another new Switch console, this time gifting us both dock and Switch itself artwork. It should be really interesting. Nintendo saw that we covered the Smash Bros. Bundle, and they're like, hey, we have another bundle, so big thanks to them for sending this one over for us to check out for you guys. It comes with the game, it comes with the special dock, it comes with the special Switch backplate, and it comes with a carrying case, which is pretty darn neat. So we're gonna open this up, we'll compare it and evaluate it in relation to the Smash Bros. Bundle, which remember just has dock art, but I loved that dock art. You can check out the full unboxing and that full console bundle. I'll put a link in the description below. Still waiting on the Pokemon Switch Bundle, which is coming in about a week, but right now we're going Diablo. Really cool artwork on the back. This was rumored for a long time and finally reached reality earlier this month. Pretty cool that Blizzard is on board. Pretty cool that they've brought one of their biggest franchises to the Switch, and pretty cool that they're doing a bundle. Now again, this one, no Joy-Con art. So there's just like a mismatch of all sorts of different art styles on these Switch. You have the Pokemon one that has Switch, dock, and Joy-Con. You have the Smash that's Joy-Con and dock, but not Switch. And you have Diablo that is dock and Switch, but not Joy-Con. So we'll get the Joy-Con out the way first. They are your gray Joy-Con. I am just swimming in gray Joy-Con right now because the Smash Joy-Con are gray with the reflective strip, the silver strip. These are gray. Obviously, default Switch color is gray as well. Let's get the big attraction here, I think, which is the Switch itself. Now, I have always felt that this art is a little odd because it is just half of a skull on the back of the Switch. Now, they're going very subtle. If you've seen the Pokemon Let's Go Switch, that one has really extensive art. It's got little Pikachu and little Eevee all over. This guy right here is far simpler. It's got half your Diablo skull over there on the, I guess it would be the player's left side or the viewer's right side of the back of the Switch. So it's on the left when you're viewing, on the right if you're looking, and it's very subtle. Now I will note for you that it doesn't come all the way to the edge, which I kind of wish it did. There's a slight gap there in between the Diablo skull and the edge of the console. I wish it was flush, but it's pretty cool. It is a little different than the Smash dock art because the dock art is flush to the system and you can't feel anything. There's no texture. This one is texturized, so when you're feeling this, it does feel more like it's like imprinted on there. I don't want to even try to scratch it, but you might be able to do some damage if you did start scratching this or if it did brush up against something. I'm not sure how much, but it definitely is like textured on there. So it's very interesting and cool to see a Switch with art on the back because I have never seen anything like that in person. I'm not sure how I feel about the half skull. I kind of wish it was like, okay, half here, half here. I know they have the little dock kickstand or the kickstand for the tabletop mode, so they can't really obscure that, but I don't know, or maybe just like a full skull. I'm not raving about this right now. Let's take out the packaging and check out the case. That is what is next up on the agenda. This is a pretty cool case. You got Blizzard Entertainment on this side. You've got a Diablo full skull on that side. So I guess if you like line it up, you're like, hey, I can make a full, well, 1.5 skulls, I guess, right there. It's a little hard to see. It's very dark on the back here, but if you angle it just right, you can see it. This is a very simple Switch case. So on the inside, it is going to have a little pouch for you to store your games or maybe a cable, and then it's very limited padding. So I would say this is not like a travel case. This is more of just like a quick case. This is something like to bring with you in your backpack or take to a friend's house. This is not something that is going to really like fully protect the Switch on like a big travel or a chance where it could get bumped around. You'd probably want a thicker case. But if you're just looking for something to protect, this is cool. It's Diablo themed. It's red and black. I like that it's like big Blizzard Entertainment. Some people might not like that, but again, I think it's really cool given the fact that it is Diablo on Switch. So why not really push that and highlight that? I mean, if you're getting this bundle, you probably are a massive Blizzard and Diablo fan because there are so many choices that are much more Nintendo related. This one is like sort of the oddball, the more hardcore choice. Obviously, it's a mature-rated game, which that alone is interesting that it's being bundled with the Switch, but it is the most, I would say, adult of the packages. So let's get the Okay, this is the grip. It's just a grip, nothing special there. Let's check out the dock because that's going to be the next big piece of action here. And actually, we've got another game code for Diablo. We have the Smash game code from the Smash console, which I'm waiting. Doesn't do anything. Well, you can preload, but I mean, like, you can't play yet. These don't give you the option to play, but Diablo does give you the option to play because the game is out. So that is nice. You're not waiting for this. The code is protected, and there it is. There's your typical manuals. You got your HDMI cable. You got your Switch dock AC adapter. Good. Let's actually get into this Switch dock and see what we got going on here. I'm going to move this box, even though it is a very nice box. And I'll just point out, because I've pointed it out on the other one, that there is that GameStop Switch swap deal that we covered. You know, it's buyer, I don't want to say beware, but like if you feel like you really need a new bundle, you can trade in your Switch for $200 and then you pay like $160 for these bundles. They are $360. So you subtract the game. If you're already going to get the game, it's a $100 trade up. You could do that with the Smash one. You can now do it with the Diablo one. So just like the Smash console, the dock art is really on there and does look really cool. I'm becoming a big fan of this dock art thing. I thought that the Switch art would be what I was really more into and that the dock art would kind of be like, nah, I don't really like it. But now I really like this dock art, and it has me excited for the Pokemon dock art, which is a little bit more vibrant and has a little more, well, a lot more color, considering these are just silver, black and white. But I really like dock art, and I hope it's something that they continue with future games, and I hope they get creative. Like for Yoshi, I want like a really like cool, well, one of two things. One, I either want like a really nice green Yoshi, or let's go crazy and let's make the dock a different color. I think that might be the next evolution of these bundles if you want to take them to the next level. Year 1, Joy-Con Pro Controller, craziness. Year 2, dock art and Switch art. Year 3, different colored docks, different colored Switches. You heard it here first. They may or may not be releasing a new Switch in 2019. Maybe a different color scheme is part of the plan. But again, we have some nice art here. It is actually less art than the Smash Bros. Dock. You're gonna look at them side by side. This one more subtle, this one a little bit more intense. Very different art styles, but the same method of like getting it on there, and it does look very similar in terms of how it's put on the actual console. Again, much more of a Nintendo fan type look, and then a definite Diablo look. So let's actually put these Joy-Con on. All right, so we're gonna snap the Joy-Con on just to get the full image, the full picture of what this is like. There is the Switch, Joy-Con on. This is your full complete look of the Diablo 3 Eternal Edition Switch. And again, I wish it was flush up against the console or flush up against the edge, because now you can see there's a gap even between. It's very subtle and slight, and maybe this is me being overly picky, but there's a slight gap between the Joy-Con and Diablo's skull. I kind of wish there was art on the Joy-Con. I'm gonna say that like I really like the dock art. I don't really like this. Again, I'm not like a Diablo super fan, so maybe that's part of it. But I wish that they either would have done nothing on the back of the Switch or more fully featured. It just feels odd to me to have this, but again, if you're a big Diablo Blizzard person, maybe you like the subtle touch. I would have rather them invested in making the Joy-Con like, I don't know, Diablo red and black, or having some art on them. I think that would have been a cooler way to complete this package, but alas, we have art on here. So that is the Switch, very much a Switch from the front, and very much a Switch from the back. When you're playing, that's another thing. When I'm playing this, like this is my natural hand position, right? I'm covering almost all of this. So if you're a bystander or someone that wants to see this, you're not seeing it. Now, when it's in the dock, you're also not seeing it. Just to show you, you get a little tiny bit of the horn up there, and that's about it. Now, the Pikachu and Eevee art is also not going to be seen very much, but it does cover the entire back. So when I'm playing this, you will get a much greater and quicker understanding. Oh, this is the special Pokemon Let's Go edition, because you got the Pikachu and Eevee art all over. I'm very excited to see that one in person and see if it's as glorious as it seems. But I will say the dock art has really grown on me, and I like these a lot. I think if you are going to get a new Switch, if you're not a Switch owner, I would really, if you want Diablo or you want Smash or you want Pokemon, I would really recommend these bundles, because I think it's really cool and fun to have the different dock art. It's just a slight difference from the neutral, normal Switch dock, but I think it's a lot of fun. And at this point in the game, why not be a little quirky? Why not be a little creative and get something that is unlike all those before you? But if you just want a plain one, that's totally fine too. I could understand this being off-putting and not wanting to see half of Diablo's skull on the back of your Switch. And it is textured. It's very slight, but it's there, and I think you will notice. You'll get over time, but you're blocking it anyway. So I'm just not a big fan of the placement. the design and what they've done on the actual Switch console here, but I do really like the dock. Now, just to check it out, let's put the Switch inside this case and see how we feel about that. What do you guys think about this new bundle craze, the dock arts, the Switch art? What do you prefer? Do you like the investment in Joy-Con art, like for Smash? Do you like investment in dock art for all of them? Do you like the investment in the back of the Switch? I mean, this is cool just because it's the first time in North America that a Switch is having like a different base, right? So like the base Switch, the screen and the juicy innards, they're different because they have that on there. So from that standpoint, it's kind of cool. I'm just not very personally partial to the look. Let's get this guy in here and see probably here, then the padding. There's a little bit of padding that can go over the screen. It doesn't cover it fully, but the game slots will pad there and nicely fold over, close it up. Again, like I said, this is more of just like a quick case to take with you. It will keep it safe. It's you know, it's pretty good in there. I think I could like, not going to, but I think I could drop this and it would be totally okay. But it's not going to give you like full-on protection. Something hits it hard, but hopefully you're not putting your Switch in that sort of situation. So like, all in all, this is a good case, and it's nice that you get that value of like a free case. So maybe making up for the fact that I don't like this so much is the fact that the case is pretty nifty, and then you don't have to buy one, and that saves you, I don't know, 15 bucks or something of that sort. To not have to get something like that to bring your Switch with you around. So that is the full Diablo 3 package. Again, we've got more bundles coming. So far, Smash Brothers reigns supreme. That right now is my favorite one. Diablo will take second place for now, and then we'll see how the Pokemon Let's Go bundle in a week or so factors in. I'm predicting that one is going to be just Team Rocket ready to go straight to the top because of the super sweet Joy-Con, but I did fall quite a bit for this subtle dock art, and I know that I'm going to like at least the Smash Bros. And maybe even the Diablo dock art more than the Pokemon dock art, just because it is really cutesy and really overt. But we'll wait and see in person, because these things definitely do make a different impression when you see them like up close and personal than when you get them just like the screenshots online or whatever. So that's the Diablo 3 Eternal Edition Switch Bundle. What do you think? What's your take? If you're a big Diablo fan, let me know your opinion. If you're not a Diablo fan, would you ever consider this? Or is it something like, no, like I'm staying far away, I'm going Smash, Pokemon, or maybe even just a plain Switch? How do you feel about gray Joy-Con, neon Joy-Con? You get all the colors now. Is it a mistake that the Smash and the Diablo are focusing so heavily on the gray colorways, or are they trying to target a more hardcore audience and that makes more sense, whereas the Pokemon one and the neon ones are feeling a little bit more kid-friendly? Let me know your take in the comments down below, guys and girls. Again, pretty cool for a Diablo fan. I like the dock art. Switch, wish they would have done that a little bit differently. But let me know your take in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and these super cool bundles. We've really got you covered with accessories, games, and more. You can follow us on Twitter and Discord for up-to-the-minute updates. Until next time, have a fantastic day. I love you. Switch Force out.